Cracking 2P gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Today we reacting again to another video, you feel me? This will be probably the second drop of the day, you feel me? Gonna drop 3 times, you know what I'm saying? I need everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we'll be watching Inside the Teens Credit Card Fraud Empire. Now, it's a white man we talking about here. It's a white Yns Scamming dudes. He running it up. And see, like, I ain't watched the video yet, so we go get straight into it. Let's do it.
Just like that, 200 bucks out of the ATM. All those wings, these are all me. Every single one of these are me. I just public Wi-Fi. I literally go in like this. I'm like, yeah, I gotta pick up for Donna. Free pizza.
Does the pizza taste better when it's free?
Every time it does. Every time. I can't eat food if it's not free.
This is a professional credit card scammer. He's a part of a lucrative $43 billion industry growing at a rapid rate year over year.
This is a big, big problem.
Do you? Oh, my cord a little tangled, but oh my goodness. Do your homework on 2P being able to, you know what I'm saying? I know the whoops. I used to be a whooper. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody be doing the chicks and whooping. You know what I'm saying? But that's federal, so.
And it's only gotten worse during COVID.
Credit card fraud is up.
Debit and credit fraud transactions rose 35% in April from a year earlier.
It's estimated that more than 150 million Americans are victims of credit card fraud every year. And today we're here in my city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to see what people think about this unfortunate reality. Have you ever been scammed in general?
Somebody talking about they're gonna send me $5,000 from my cash app, but didn't.
I was buying something online.
How can you fall victim to a nigga telling you he finna send you some money for no reason? That's what I don't be getting. Like, I mean, everybody done had their fair share of whooping. Like, I done got whooped before. Freshman year of college, you feel me? Got the fast foot check for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I copped some shoes. My partner, he said he got a plug for the shoes, so I bet, skin down, we go in on some shoes. She never come. I've only been scammed like once. Even when like, fuck no. If you get scammed, you green as hell.
Something of money, never got the product.
Has anybody ever stolen your credit card info?
No, debit card.
Debit card, what do they do?
Don't know how they got a hold of it. It was probably one of those readers at a gas station. Luckily, I have the online banking, and I could see I was losing money.
Dang, did you get the money back, or?
Yeah, it's all insured, so
okay.
You don't lose anything, but whoever did it's a real motherfucker.
Yeah, what do you think the punishment should be for people who get caught doing that?
Not death.
Not death? Do you think they should go to jail?
Yeah, they're pieces of shit.
After speaking with fraud victims in my own city, I decided to make the trip 8 hours across the border of Canada to speak to one of the criminal masterminds. Ladies and gentlemen, we just made it to our Airbnb in Ontario, Canada, and as you guys can see, we got a nice little view from...
I said UK earlier. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? They got the Canadian bills, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Canadian partners. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of Canadian minds, you know what I'm saying?
This balcony. That being said though, the scam artist said he's about to pull up in literally 10 minutes. I got my credit cards hidden in this little safe compartment down here, and we're gonna go meet up with them. Fingers crossed nothing bad happens. This is definitely the sketchiest video I've ever done, guys. Again, do not try this at home, but I can't believe I'm doing this. This is some Tommy G level Punch-Made Dev Canadian version, baby. What's up, dude? This is some Tommy G level Punch-Made.
Something about this nigga face that made me be like, he robbable than the bitch. I don't know what it is. Like, he just looks super robbable. Maybe that's just me. Like, maybe I would have scammed him if I was the scammer. Cause what are you doing, lil' bro?
Dev Canadian version, baby. What's up, dude? How are you doing?
Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you. Will, I'm excited to hear about how this all started and everything.
Well, honestly, when I was like probably 14, so basically what I do, I'd like scam kids. I'd say, oh, here's like an OG Fortnite account.
Nephew,
And I'll say it's $100, and then I don't. I'd like.
This all started and everything.
Well, honestly,
you know I'm gonna pause the video and go back every time. Nephew ski mask, loose in the hole. What's up? He got that Temu bitch. How you scamming? They got the Temu ski. Are you running it up for real?
when I was like probably 14. So basically what I do is I'd like scam kids. I'd say, oh, here's like an OG Fortnite account, and I'll say it's $100, and then I don't actually have an account. I just scam them.
So when you were 15 years old, like starting with the Fortnite accounts, like how much money were you making? It was probably just like $100 here and there.
Oh no, it was big money. I remember I had the best week ever. I remember I went to the ATM because I make PayPal accounts, and I'd scam off the PayPal accounts, and I PayPal all the money I had. I remember I withdrew $1,000 in cash. I felt so cool. But I was making probably like $100 a day on that, so probably $2,500 to $3,000 a month when I was like 14. And there's this Vice documentary about credit card scammers. I'd always watch it for motivation, and then one day I was like, you know, maybe I should start that.
So now we're taking a little dive into the interwebs. Do you want to show me a little bit how this stuff works? You're on incognito browser.
And then this is just the website, just like any other website. I don't know if we can show this, but these are all the domains. So for example, if the feds take down this domain, there's like 7 domains still. You can search for specific cards. So you can search for country, state, zip address, date of birth, SSN, mother's middle name, IP address, driver's license number, ATM pin. You can get anything here.
It's extremely concerning the amount of info some people have leaked on the dark web.
Y'all thinking what I'm thinking? I ain't gonna say nothing.
A new study found that up to 80% of consumers have some sort of their information accessible to criminals, and this typically happens through 2 main reasons. Number 1, and most commonly through data leaks on companies you provide your information. And number 2, which was surprising to me, rogue employees.
This law firm has an insider taking pictures of everybody's information. You can see the lawyers right there, and I have that person's information. You'd think a law firm would be the safest place on earth.
A rogue employee, huh?
A rogue employee, yeah, they're called insiders.
And scary enough, this information can be purchased for extremely cheap, especially if you know the right people.
The CVV2, that's just credit card numbers. That's not the actual like information implanted on a credit card. So like all these stuff, these are like, if I wanted to take your credit card, clone it onto like a physical piece and, you know, go cash out or something, I could clone this person's card for $31, and that's it, 31 bucks. That right there is somebody's credit card that I purchased. All their information's right there. Every single thing right there for 30 bucks.
And how much did you like spend on it?
I probably spent like 200, so nothing crazy, but I don't want to spend $200, so I'm just gonna spend 30. So this account right here, I've been hitting it for probably 8 months off the credit card that the person has on their account. They've never once noticed. I mean, look at this. All those wings, these are all me. Every single one of these are me. It was $5, so I just bought it from this guy, and we were talking about it, and
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20.
it's still, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Off a $5 purchase.
Off a $5 purchase, and each one of those orders, it's minimum 35, probably most 50. I just go on their public Wi-Fi, I pick what I want, and I just pick it up 40 minutes later.
The lack of thought or honestly care about how these people on the other end of the scams feel really intrigues me. So when you were 14 doing this, you'd say, oh, for $100 I'll give you this OG Fortnite account. Yeah. People would pay you the money and then you'd never give them the account. What was their reaction?
I don't know, I just block them, but hey, listen, the second I get the money, that's all I care about, is block.
Did you feel bad at all or no?
Man, you know, back then I remember this one guy, he's like, I got $40 to my name and I really want to buy this account. And so I took all his money and I did feel bad, and he was probably like a kid.
And although it may seem harmless right now, stealing $100 from 13-year-olds on video games, or even spending $300 on food on someone's card without them noticing, trust me, it gets worse. Our first stop is Domino's.
I got a Domino's account for $2 and it was 1 free pizza, and then I just logged in, placed the order for pickup, and as you can see, it's ready to go.
Homeboy literally showed me a website that has stolen food accounts.
There's this guy I know, he sells accounts. He gets them through data breaches. When people use the same password over and over and over, the chances of them having the same password, for example, Domino's, is very likely.
And a lot of times these accounts have reward points on them from previous orders. As an example, with this Domino's account, it had enough points on it for 5 medium pizzas.
Pizza is gonna be ready in approximately 10 to 15 minutes.
And now he's gonna walk inside and redeem one of them.
Yeah, I got to pick up for Domino's. Thank you. There it is. Look at that. Free pizza.
And as this video progresses from sniping Domino's pizza to his story of over $100,000 in fraud, what's the most money that you've ever made in like a month from fraud?
I don't know the exact amount, but I remember it's 16,000.
Let me tell you about this video's sponsor, Factor, that makes videos.
We gonna skip by your ads, cause nah, big brother.
Not only is it ready faster, but it's also cheaper, and it's helped Factor's. I really appreciate them sponsoring. Let's made it to this area with a bunch of tents and homeless people, and we're about to give out our free food, baby. So how do you feel about this? You're basically taking money from people and forcing them to give it to charity.
I'm forcing people to donate. I don't think it's that bad.
Enjoy that. You just split it up amongst people. We got 23. So yeah, have a good day. Thank you. So this next method is probably the sketchiest of them.
So y'all gave it to one nigga and y'all think he finna give it to everybody else? He finna, I need $25, $30, half a sandwich.
So right here, I got a bank drop. We're about to go in the convenience store that has a little ATM, and we're gonna see if we can pull some money out. Just like that, 200 bucks out of the ATM, like it's nothing, free money.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
Bro, how the hell? Like, explain, like, what the heck just happened?
That's somebody's legitimate bank account. Works the same as if you were to go to the ATM.
A bank drop is a way to launder illegal money by using someone else's information. Instead of depositing $1,000 from an illegal activity into your bank account, you purchase someone's information for $30 to $50 online, open an online bank account using their information, send over the illegal funds, and boom, use an ATM to cash out. But now that we've seen an actual ATM cash out, I want to hear some more stories about other things he's purchased with stolen credit cards.
Back then, I used to hit a lot of Best Buy. I used to hit a lot of Xbox games, and I'd resell them. And I was making a good little chunk of change from that. I would do in-store pickup, and so I'd just pick up the games in store. I'd also get them delivered to something called a drop address. A drop address is just like an address you can send stuff to. Now, what's actually crazy, there's an abandoned...
He giving sauce right now. I ain't gonna lie. The whole time he giving sauce, it's like, it ain't this easy, but it ain't that hard. But when you got the sauce, just
house on my street, 2 doors down, and I would just order like so much stuff to that house.
What's the most money that you've ever made in like a month from fraud?
I don't know the exact amount, but I remember it was 16,000. Because back in the day, you could purchase bank accounts. In Canada, we have something called e-transfer. It's how we send money to other people in our country, and you could buy people's bank accounts. It would often be 90% of the balance. So for example, if I buy a bank account with $1,000, it's gonna cost me $100. I transfer that $1,000 to a bank drop, and then I cash it out. I was really good at this. And so I just keep rinsing that. I just go to the ATM for an hour, come back with $1,000. I remember at the end of the month, I counted it all up and it was like $16,000 or something. It was insane.
Why would they sell you someone's bank account information for cheaper than what's actually in the account? Why would that benefit them at all?
They'll have so many accounts that it's like they can't use them all, and so they just sell them to you. But you are right about that. You can get scammed so easily, and so it's all about finding a legitimate vendor.
After hearing this entire video, how easy it is to just purchase someone's information and go on a shopping spree, I had him look my name up to see if anything about me has been leaked on the dark web.
So if you want to search if your stuff is leaked, you go to this website, haveibeenpwned.com. You're safe to put this information in. I know that doesn't mean anything coming from me.
And then click search?
Yep. Uh-oh.
What does that mean?
Uh-oh. So you have a Canva account.
Yeah.
Somebody can log into right now. You have a Teespring account and Twitter.
No way.
Hey, do you use Twitter?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, that's good. So this right here, you can purchase this on Amazon. Like, this is not fraud. This item right here, it's called a Raspberry Pi Pico. This is not illegal. It's what you put on it that's illegal. This is basically like a tiny little computer, and you can bug these things to act as an HID device. Now, what an HID device is, basically a mouse and keyboard combined. It can run scripts and programs. And so if I plug this into a computer, it'll run that script and it'll get everything on that computer onto this device. So if you have credit card information, I could even get your Windows password. I can get everything with this device, which is $15.
So you could just plug it into my computer and get everything.
Even if it's off.
Stay safe out there, folks. This trip to Canada was definitely an eye-opener.